Guys, time for another episode of Shadow or Meltdown Miller. Unfortunately, I started recording, or I started speaking, and I realized that it wasn't recording, so I missed out on the very beginning. And instead of just starting completely from scratch, just know that we're doing 2 Call of the Crystals, 2 Dark Prophecies, got ourselves a Zaladar here. Just the okay allies. But we got a lot of anti-ally cards. Crippling Blow, Shield Bash, Thick Hide, these 2 Arcane Blasts, Supernova Banish, and 2 Tidal Waves. Meanwhile, we got our 2 Antimatters, and just a Voltar's Ring, which is obviously very good. And then we have some minor item destruction, 2 Acid Jets, and our Rust Weeple. So let's go ahead and try that again. Sorry we missed out on the beginning here. I'm just trying to keep it moving so that we have time to be doing these recordings. In the meantime, don't forget to subscribe to Shadow Era Meltdown Miller. We do episodes every Monday morning, just like you're watching right now. Today's episode was actually recorded right after we recorded last week's episode, which you are watching. We try to keep ahead of these in case our schedule gets tight. Obviously, because we're just kind of doing this for fun on the side. So in the meantime, while we're waiting, I'll go ahead and pause recording, and we'll come back in a little bit when an opponent shows up. Okay, bye. Okay, we are back. We are playing one of those nameless guys, 1983033. They are playing Logan with a full deck, which means that we gotta keep our Acid Jet just in case here. As a result, I think I'm going to have to get rid of Thick Hide, because obviously Antimatter is our most important card. I think Alert and Able is what we're going to have to get rid of on the next turn, because we probably are still not going to have any allies. And if we do, the ally is more important than the attachment. So, especially if the next card is an ally card. Eternal Renewal. Well, okay, so that's good. We're not going to be using Eternal Renewal anytime soon. It's just going to slow us down to try to preserve that. I mean, I love Eternal Renewal, especially if our Infinity Core gets destroyed. We need a way to get that back. And also, since they have a large deck, if this thing keeps going on for a really long time, then there's a chance that they could mill us. But we like all of these other cards. We don't want to get rid of good cards just to try to keep Eternal Renewal in our hand. That's just way too hard to do, so we went and got rid of it. Next turn, again, especially if it's an ally, we will probably have to get rid of Alert and Able in order to keep... I'm going to get rid of Alert and Able and keep Silent Strike, because at least Silent Strike will get us extra cards. So there's our first ally, which is kind of unfortunate, but we do have Infinity Core, so we're gonna keep Infinity Core. Or I'm sorry, we're gonna discard that card and hope to get them back when we get Infinity Core. So again, we have to make a decision on what we're gonna sacrifice next. Still no allies, except for the Priest of the Light that we just got rid of. Am I going to get rid of Survivalist? Probably. We don't have too many disposable items. That's a good item for him. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get rid of that. And let's just go ahead and put down Voltar's Ring. That way, if he has any 4 health allies, we can go and get rid of them pretty quickly. And then if not, we always have Arcane Burst. So we have 6 damage ready at any given time right now. Unless, of course, he has somebody like a Sandworm, which would be a problem. He still hasn't put down any allies, which is good for us. If he's still... Okay, that's not a... No problem with that one. Inner Strength. Well, he's gonna bait me to try to get rid of him, but we are not gonna do it right now. So let's just move along. We'll have to absorb that damage. The only way I would potentially do it would be if we drew... Nope. Okay, well, that's a prospect. Let's see what happens if we do this. This will be useless if he has a weapon. But at least that'll force him to show his card. So, Spark, if Spark tries to attack Brigitte, Spark will die. Unfortunately, Brigitte can't attack since Brigitte doesn't have any damage of her own. Rampage is a good card for him to have. Let's see if he is smart enough. Nope, he is not. Okay, so unfortunately, this is probably going to be a not particularly smart ally, which, hate to make generalizations, but we kind of probably figured that out. Ooh, that's a very good card. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Two really good cards. Logan is not a particularly powerful or popular hero, at the very least, and with a full 56 card deck, or 56-ish, they're probably new at this, so that's clearly what happened. I really want to put down Mocking Armor, man. Alright, let's save that for now. And yeah, let's go ahead and put down Mocking Armor. Although I guess I just realized that Brigitte is not immune and protected with Mocking Armor because she is a protector herself. But at the very least, whatever allies we put under her is now doubly protected. You would have to kill Brigitte and then kill... tangle with the armor. So we really need to get some card draw, is what we really need to do. Black Garb isn't going to do anything. Poison Arrow, there you go. That's a way to get rid of Brigitte. I think I'm going to do this. So we'll get, what's it, Soldier of Light, or Priest of the Light, something like that. We have 2 straight turns of our Shadow ability right now, which doesn't matter all that much since it's not nearly as powerful since they have good Ascendant. But if they only have 4 health to begin with, then yeah, I'm just going to keep doing that. So now Priest of the Light can't be attacked. Although, how do we want to play this? Do we want to go and get him killed? Nah. So this is going to be a slow-ish game. We just want to... yeah, I mean, this is the problem, is that we don't really have a lot of allies. So that's what's happening here. We're getting... we keep drawing cards that aren't allies because we just don't have that many in there. And now 2 of them are in here already. What I want to be able to do is just draw enough, have enough resources to be able to do this loop back and forth with the Arthile script and Brigitte and all of that stuff. And the Priest of the Light, we increase our health every time he comes on, and they lose 1 shadow energy every time they come on. Yep, the fact that this is taking a while, they're having a hard time realizing that Priest of the Light is protected. Doubly so, again. Brigitte is a protector, and I am a protector. So he can't use his shadow ability. Or, not his shadow ability. He won't use that card. That's fine, because we're going to have to go and use our shadow ability at this point. Cool. I'm going to get rid of this now also. Here's our shadow ability. There you go. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. The funny thing is, he will gain health. Yep, there he goes. Bring him back again. Put down Infernal Gargoyle. So on the next turn, we will gain health. Or, yeah. We'll gain 1 health. Brings us up to 30. And he will survive. He has Rampage. We can pretty much kill any ally that he puts down, including that one. We may have to go ahead and use our shadow ability to flick him away, which is fine. We have 2 shadow ability turns consecutively available to us on the next turn, since we will have 7 shadow energy. Okay, so there's the priest. There's our infinity core, so we're going to go and ditch Rutling, which is fine. That is part of the plan. So now we have all of our allies kind of in there. I am going to go ahead and get rid of use Priest of the Light against this armor again. If we're not going to use Infinity, there is no need to use Infinity Core since we're at full health. So, sadly, he will gain health, but that's okay. Bring him back. And Pack Wolf gets discarded, so that we'll have Priest of the Light back on the next turn. This isn't nearly as effective with regards to my plan of killing his shadow energy, since he has no weapons, so he has no means of using his shadow energy anyway. So Priest of the Light isn't really helping on that in that sense. It's helping on a tiny level. Again, kind of just taking our time and making sure that we don't lose to this guy. Okay, so there's our item destruction options for his weapons. Of course, useless against What Big Teeth. So again, our health is pretty high up now, 31, none of which from Infinity Core, and it increases our max from this point forward. We start off with, 28, so we gain 3 health so far. Oh, now he has 31, or 28. We're still ahead. I will probably get rid of... Yeah, see what I got here, buddy. 2 Tidal Waves, 2 Acid Jets, Shield Bash, and Infinity Core. So we will get rid of Shield Bash, probably. Oh, sorry about that. Sacrifice. Okay. So there's you. I'm not going to use Infinity Core yet. Blackened Heart we will keep, so we'll get rid of Rotling again. So now our hand is full, and we have a pretty good batch of resources. On the next turn, we'll have 7 Shadow Energy, which means again we will have 2 turns in a row in which we can use our Shadow Energy, Shadow ability, Meanwhile, he continues to not have any weapons at his disposal, so he can't use his shadow energy. If he did, all he would be able to do is to kill Brigitte. Life infusion, that's interesting. So, it's not a big deal because I'm pretty sure I can still kill him. Clinging webs. I think I'm going to go and use, what is this, Blackened Heart? Ooh, Gravediggers. That's good. Alright, well, Tidal Wave, as much as I love you, you're not particularly necessary here. So, let's go ahead and use everybody up here. Go ahead and use Blackened Heart on her. Oh, I can't use Gravedigger's Cloak. Because then we'll use Protector. So let's roll Antimatter. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit sleepy here. Rust Weevil is important also, so we're going to go ahead and ditch Rotling for now. So that is the bulk of our item destruction, if you remember from the beginning of this episode. 2 Acid Jets and a Rust Weevil is all we've got as far as destroying items. Fortunately, he hasn't put down any items yet, because he had such a large deck that the odds of finding a weapon under there, if he had any at all, has been reduced significantly. So there we go. I think, I mean, it really might be the next turn that will be done, you know? Yeah, because he is down to 9 health. And we've got ourselves a whole stable full of allies here from all walks of life. Waiting. Wooden staff. So that's not going to do it. I think it's only until the end of his turn, so that's going to go away. I'm pretty sure there's literally no way for him to kill anybody. Yep. Skip. Let's go ahead and get rid of... Alright, none of these guys are particularly scary. We no longer have... We only have those 4 cards. Jeez. Okay. Game's over. Thanks for playing, everybody. Hope you enjoyed. We will see you next week. There we go. Didn't even need the Infinity Core, because this guy is dead already. Cool. Thanks a lot, guys. We will see you next week. Bye.